G'day guys, Cool Runnings here. This video is going to be about farming magazines, the free-to-play way to get quite a lot of magazines within 365 days. So a year seems like a long time, but it adds up pretty quick. There's an event the developers, Zen Pirates, put on every probably 3 to 6 months, where you have to spend 20,000 leadership magazines on your commanders. Real easy event, but you gotta have the 20,000 leadership magazines to make it work. And there can be some really good prizes, mainly the commanders that you need. So, without further ado, let's get down to it. One of the most common ways that you will get leadership magazines is from your daily missions. Okay, you can get 24 all up at the moment. Please ignore the quest privilege card. That was for the Chinese event, New Year event that came around before. Instead of getting one every day of the keys, I actually ended up getting, was it 14-day event? So yeah, 28 keys. Made a huge difference for me for what I needed out of that time and gate and time. I can't remember its name. Anyway, so you get 24 leadership magazines. You times that by 365, and it gives you 8,760 leadership. So it adds up. Daily expiration as well, but it's only like 1 or 2 magazines you get, so you might as well just times it by 350. So probably 700 magazines you'd get out of that throughout the year, by the end of the year. The other way is explore mode. You hit this little thing. I've already claimed it for today, but you get 18 magazines if you've defeated all 18 bosses. You times that by 365 days again, 6,570. So already you're up into the 15,000 mark. Yeah, give or take. The other more riskier ways, if you want to, where you got to risk troops, is you go and attack monsters. There's no guarantee that you're going to get magazines, but there's a high chance they'll drop. Generally, it's level 13 and below. People farm the most because it's the easiest to farm at the time. You've also got Ace of Galaxy, but that's a little bit more expensive. Yeah, that's what I want. 400 for 10 magazines. It doesn't really seem worth it. You're better off waiting for an event where you can spend them on the event. You've got Awakening Materials, which is excuse me, these reagents where you get Flower of Life is for the SCOM commanders, the premium ones. But if you don't use it, you can cash it in for 10 magazines per one. I've got 14. That's 140 leadership. It's simple stuff. These ones though, the lower version for infantry commanders is only 5 magazines. So you just cut it in half, the amount that you'd get. I'll go back. So that's the other main way of doing it. You get a VIP daily chest. I worked that off of VIP 7 because it's mainly for new guys. You unlock Cargo Hold Investment Project Galactic Champion Management, which is where everyone should aim to get to when you just start in the game. And that's 9 magazines that you get, times 9 by 365 days, and that's 185 magazines. Okay. It actually goes up to 12 when I'm VIP level. Yeah, 12. So you just add whatever VIP you're on, I guess. The World Event Shop, you also get magazines from that, which is big contest, basically. 1,600, 1,600 for 100 magazines, and I've got 3,200 just by doing it. My 2 free ones every day. It adds up over time. I think I can get 20 if my math is right. So yeah, there's that. The other way that you can add leadership during the event. This works for midweek. It'll add leadership, what do you call it? Individual event and guild event for the midweeks. Is if you save all of your free ad leadership, all 59, so I did Conan up to level 60 from level 1 and I didn't use any of them, just to show you an example. It actually counts. So if say you have 10 commanders that you've leveled up from 1 to level 60, you didn't spend any of their free ad leadership. You still put 200 or 300 leadership from magazines into it. Seems redundant, I know, but if you want to save your leaderships for your main commander, well, if say you're doing 10 for simple math, say you're doing 10 of these commanders, you've got free leadership. Well, then you're adding 590 leadership during the event. It actually works, and it doesn't cost you any leadership in magazines. It just costs you the free leadership you already get with the commander, basically. Excuse me. That's the way to get it. The other way is time and space war. Generally, as an average, I say 20 per day, because it's every 2 days that you do your mop up. I saved a couple down here. I've already done my mop up for today. As you can see, most of it's gold here. 10 magazines, 144k. You can make that in a minute from your cash ship. And 5 magazine, 96k. Same thing again. So 20 magazines by the 182 days is 3640. Okay, so it starts to add up. By the end of the year, if you're doing all these, excuse me, I have the sniffles. Your guild gifts are a little bit random though, but you still can get 1 or 2 magazines from them. 4, I think, is one of the ones that it does. Imperial Guild for guild gifts, daily missions, your VIP daily chest, explore for your 18 magazines, time and space, attacking monsters during the midweek, kill Nemesis of the Empire, Ace of Galaxy, awakening materials when you're releasing commanders. If they're already S-class, you're just getting that sitting there. Your world event shop, it all adds up, and by the end of 365 days, if you're saving it for this 20,000 leadership use event, you should end up with about 22,995 leadership. If you include the 63 commanders that we have at the moment, if you had all 63 commanders and they're all level 60 and you hadn't used any of your free ad leadership, you would end up with 26,712. So you actually have 6,000 leadership left over from the event itself. As a, I don't know what you want to call it, main event, something like that. That's basically this video on how to farm leadership magazines and to get the most out of that event, because there are some really good rewards. Once you hit that 20k mark, 20,000 leadership mark, you get commander tokens, free release commanders, unlimited crystals, hyperspace crystals, which come in handy later on when you bridge level 21 or 22 when you're researching tier 9 to tier 12, stuff like that. Excuse me, sniffles. That is this video in a nutshell. I hope it's helped. I hope it's helped the new players and the advanced players, I guess you'd call it. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below if there's something you'd like to see me improve on, or any feedback is always good to be feedback for me. Have a wonderful night. Till the next video.